ITV, the 1% Club contestant leaves Lee Mack in stitches with Scotland remark. The 1% Club returned on Saturday night as Lee Mack welcomed 100 studio guests to the audience to see who could be in with the chance of joining the biggest brains in the country. The brain-teasing quiz show features logic-based questions that progressively become harder. Typically, contestants start with a question solvable by 90% of the British population, but end with a difficult question only answerable by the smartest 1%. For whoever gets furthest, they have the chance to answer the all-important 1% question and take home whatever winnings are in the prize pot. However, the ITV studio audience often dwindle down as the questions get harder. One person had host Lee in stitches when one of the questions that came up asked people to spot the error. The question was, an Englishman, Irishman, and Scotsman walk into a bar. Which one is wrong? Notably, Englishman was spelt wrongly. One studio member that got booted out told Lee he chose Scotsman as he didn't think it was a word, before revealing he thought Manchester was in Scotland. "I'm from London. I've not been anywhere higher than that," he quipped. Lee Mack joked, "I seen you in the audience and thought, great, I can do gags for the kid at school. But I am doubting actually you have ever been to school." Later on in the show, we met a retired nurse from Lanarkshire who was also sadly lost at the 60% question. "Ah, great, you're from Manchester then," Lee joked as she explained she would have loved to take her husband on a safari trip if she won any money. Elsewhere, one person promised he would give £100 to every audience member in the studio if he wins, so that everyone can go home with something and not nothing. However, he was quickly humbled by host Lee, who reminded him he could walk with nothing. He did in fact end up booted out of the game at the 50% question when he incorrectly guessed the puzzle piece to King Charles' face. The final 1% question saw only 2 players remaining, with one person going on to win the whopping £99,000 jackpot.